What is going on, ladies and genitals? Yodi Slay here, bringing you episode 15 of my Borderlands 2 Seraph weapon series. Today, I have a Seraph pistol for you guys known as the Infection. Now, in my case, it is the binary Infection. In your case, the prefix of this gun may change, but it will be some variation of the Infection. Now, you may have seen me actually get this gun. I don't remember if it was in my live stream or the Deciduous tutorial, but I actually got this from Deciduous. In the third DLC, it seems like these Seraph weapons actually drop a lot from the Invincibles. Now, if you're unfamiliar with the Invincibles and the Seraph weapons, once you kill an Invincible in the game, he will drop Seraph crystals. Once you get those crystals and once you get a certain amount, you can visit the Seraph shops within each DLC having their own set of weapons, and you just purchase them from there. If you do not find a gun that you like, save and exit, come back in, and the stock will rechange. Now, taking a look at this, the wiki for this gun, the Infection is a Seraph pistol manufactured by Maliwan. The Infection can only be obtained from trading with the Seraph vendor in Hunter's Grotto. The special weapon effects says itchy tasty. Extremely high elemental effect damage / chance, but extremely low projectile damage. Projectiles travel in a slight arc and at low velocity. Projectiles explode after traveling a certain distance. Always going to be corrosive. Usage and description. What the Infection lacks in raw power, it makes up for in DOT. The Infection has the highest elemental damage per second in the game and is extremely effective against armored enemies such as loaders. However, it is next to useless against enemies it can't corrode. It is also impossible to use at long range as its rounds detonate after a set distance. Against non-armored targets, it can still stack a high amount of DOT, though it will be resisted. Trivia: the red text "itchy tasty" is a reference to and quote from Resident Evil. It is also worth noting that if a siren with 5 points invested in Flicker and a class mod that boosts Flicker by 5 points, namely the legendary Siren class mod, it is possible to have a 100% corrode chance with this weapon. So I find that awesome. If anybody out there actually uses that Siren setup, please let me know and let me know how powerful this is. Now, you can see I'm at a different arena than what we're used to. I figure being corrosive, I would use these against the loader and see how much corrosive damage this will actually deal out. Now, this pistol, I find it pretty freaking awesome, like you said, and I thought it was kind of interesting that it has the highest elemental corrode chance of any gun in the game. I found that pretty interesting because I've used some pretty corrosive weapons, but this one, I mean, you'll see the splash damage on it when I start shooting, but I just found it interesting that it was the highest corrode damage of any gun. Now, this is not, I don't believe that there is a legendary version of this gun. Now, with most of the other Seraph weapons, they are like a Seraph version of legendary weapons, and I cannot think, well, actually, the Gub. Maybe this is the Seraph version of the Gub, because I'm pretty sure the Gub only comes in corrosive, so that is probably what it is. So this is probably the Seraph version of the Gub. What do you guys think? Leave in the comments if you think this is the Seraph version of the Gub. But you can see there, it is highly corrosive. I do have the B shield on here. I take it off here in a little bit and put on the sham, but you can see that it is chewing through these bots. I don't know, man. It's chewing through them, but as you'll see here, I honestly, when I was using this, I didn't know that it would detonate after a certain distance, and you can actually see that happen a couple times while I'm using it here, and I did not know it did that, so that might be why in the back of my head I thought the pistol was a little bit weaker. Maybe you've got to be up close and personal for this pistol to really shine. Now, you can see it's just chewing through these dudes, man. Look at all that green stuff. It reminds me of a gun from Borderlands 1 that I used to always use, and forgive me, I cannot think of the name to save my life right now. It was actually an assault rifle or combat rifle, they called it. That was extremely corrosive. You would shoot it and they would just spew out snot, aka the corrosive stuff, the green stuff. It would just spew it out, and it actually reminds me of that combat rifle from Borderlands 1, and I actually loved that combat rifle. If I can think of the name of it, I will put it in the, I will leave a comment saying this is the name of it, but I cannot think of it to save my life at all, and I'm not even going to sit here and try to dwell on it and try to think of it, or I'll just steal this commentary out. But yeah, overall, this pistol was really good against bots. Like it said in the wiki, against normal player, or normal enemies, it's not really going to do anything. And you can see with these architects here, it's really not that great against these guys here. Okay, so you want to use these on bots. Keep it in your active weapons. If you get some bots located, whip it out, start shooting them. But for anything else, it's really not that great of a gun. I do agree that it is the Seraph version of the Gub, the more I think about it in the back of my mind. But I hope you guys enjoyed episode 15 of my Seraph weapons. I've only got about, I think 6 or 7 more, and then we are done with these Seraph weapons until the next DLC. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please remember to rate, subscribe, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.